I've put the following photograph on a few of my videos. I'm putting it on it again. This is the head of the IRA. Nobody got killed without the permission of Gerry Adams. Oh, he's political. He was the political party. Yeah, but he still ordered the killing of people. So, and the IRA don't hide behind civilians, women or children. So please look at the photo and observe it. This is the man all these politicians, presidents, royalty shake his hand. You tell me the definition of this person. Before I go on to my next video about officers and politicians killing British soldiers when I was in the SAS regiment, I'd like to answer a woman. Her name was Gabriel Kelly. She wrote a few comments on my videos. Why I'm obsessed about Ballymurphy? Well, I'd like to answer it here. 4 times as a soldier, I was nearly killed in Ballymurphy. 4 times. Twice when I was a medic, as from 23rd Parachute Field Ambulance. I then transferred to 2nd Battalion Parachute Regiment, and as a corporal in a parachute regiment, I was nearly killed another 2 times. Plus, I arrested Gerry Adams at the scene of a crime, the killing of Private Francis Bell, and the police aren't interested. They ordered me to let him go at the time, and are still not trying to prosecute Gerry Adams, who I captured at the scene of a crime. Okay, let me talk about the other 2 times I was nearly murdered. I was waiting to go out on patrol. You normally get a briefing by the ops room. So I went into the ops room and I was getting the briefing. So 2 patrols went out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I was taking 1 patrol out, and a Corporal Mike Harden was taking another patrol out. A young soldier, 18-year-old young soldier. He came into the ops room and he had a torch, a box army torch, quite a large torch that the army used to issue. He gave it to a sergeant who was in charge of the stores. I'm not going to mention his name because it's so fucking embarrassing. This sergeant had an MM, a military medal. And the private walks in and he says, "Sergeant, I found this while I was on patrol," and give it to the sergeant. Me and Corporal Harding just glanced over to see what was happening. And the first thing the sergeant did was try to turn it on, try to turn the torch on. First thing, not asking where he found it, what circumstances, nothing. He just tried to turn that torch on. Then he couldn't push the switch. So he got the torch and he started hitting the switch on the counter to move the switch over to the on position. And he couldn't do that. So he then took the clips off and opened the torch. That torch was packed with explosive. It had a battery. It just needed that switch to be turned and everybody in that room would have been dead. The corporal in charge of the patrol of that young soldier needed his fucking head examined. The stupidity of picking up an obvious thing that might be a booby trap, allowing them to bring it into the base and turn it on like that. Me and Mike Harden, it was funny. I mean, so both of us dived out the door at the same time. We bumped into each other getting out that fucking door, I tell you. The plastic explosive in it was quite, there was liquid coming off it, so it was quite old. That booby-trapped bomb had been placed in a location in Ballymurphy. Everybody, the locals, had been warned about it, and obviously the children, not to touch it because it was a bomb. But nobody informed the army. The locals were involved trying to kill British soldiers. So this woman, Kelly's saying, the army killed so many innocent civilians. I'd like a definition from anybody here. What do you call somebody that, any person or civilian that physically assists a terrorist organization, who politically assists a terrorist organization, or financially? What is the definition of that person? Is he an innocent civilian? I'd like to know from you. What is the answer? Anyway, that was the third time I nearly got killed in Ballymurphy. So yeah, I'm pretty obsessed by the bloody place. Lovely people. And the fourth time, I'm on patrol with a lad from, it's called Scouts anyway. So he was in charge of the patrol, and I was the second in command of the patrol, and I was at the rear of the patrol. Opposite me was an Irishman called Paddy McClare. And we're just going down the road, then a sniper opened fire. And I saw the bullet hit the gate post just behind Paddy McClare. Everybody hit the deck, which we normally do. But I realized the sniper must be on my side of the road and couldn't see me, because it wasn't, let me say this, it was an Armalite rifle, and the distance wasn't far, it was instant. And I saw the bullet strike the concrete. It could have been had he been my side of the road, he would have killed me. But it was my patrol with this Scouse corporal, and I quickly reacted. I started running up the street after this sniper. Scouse was shouting at me, who was in command, mind you. Nigel, stop, stop, stop. So, but I didn't stop. I went for them. And there's a guy pops out of a door, and with an really English accent, he wasn't a local, that's for sure. With an English accent, he says, "It's that group of lads on the corner set you up." So I looked at the group of the lads who were looking in my direction. So I ran for them, and I forced them to get on the ground. And there was a woman with a pram at the door, and she shouted in to the house, "There's a soldier here, there's a soldier here." But I'm on my fucking own. Nobody was there to help me, I'm on my own. So I was stupid if I was going to go through that door with a guy with an Armalite at the other side of it. So I backed off and went round to see Scouts, and another patrol turned up, and that was the colonel of the battalion. He turned up, and he asked me what had happened. So I told him that sniper. But I'm going to say, nobody organised a detailed search in the area. We did find the shell casing of the Armalite rifle, okay? And somebody picked it up and took off the fingerprints like a fucking idiot. And no police again. Police don't come into Ballymurphy. So we had the shell casing, and I had a witness who set her up. So me and Scouse went after this group who had legged it up the road, and we caught them. 8 lads, child soldiers, 14, 15 and 16 years old. Children. We got hold of them and we slapped them about a bit. Alright? Yeah, we fucking hit them. Kick their asses. Because we know what's going to happen. They're not going to get arrested. Nothing done to them. Parents, we had them taken away in an armoured car and taken up to the headquarters. And the parents had to come and collect them. That's the only punishment they got. They just tried to kill us. They were children. And this was the children of Ballymurphy. So Gerry Adams is a war criminal. Besides being a terrorist, he was using children to kill British soldiers. So when you see this innocent children killed by the army, innocent civilians killed by the army, the people of Ballymurphy were working with the IRA. So what are they? So you please answer my questions. And there's now an inquiry into the killings after the day of internment. But why aren't the police arresting Gerry Adams? I was ordered to let Gerry Adams go by the police. Why? I've been told he's an informer. If that's true, is it not time, after 30 years, that this information should be, like, the press should be asking for the information? Come on, let the people of this world know the truth about Gerry Adams